It is your boy Fest here. And guess what? We gon' get it. Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Fest here, back with another Call of Duty Ghost gameplay commentary. Today, I have gameplay for you on Sovereign. If you know me, I am a rush player. I rush. It's how I slay. I do not sit back like a little bitch. I run. Well, today, in this commentary, gameplay, you'll be seeing me use the LMG. It's very painful for me to do. I actually do a lot better than I expected to. It's on Sovereign, so that's the only reason, like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. But anyway, the topic of this video, guys, is going to be the new MLG rules. Now, if you weren't aware, I will read them to you straight out of MLG's mouth. The free agency rules were created with the aim of defining a set of qualified professional players and qualified professional teams. Anaheim saw 12 teams and 48 players qualify into Season 3. The 12 qualifying teams must complete a 4-player roster from within those 48 players, and the free agency rules will govern all transactions. Well, then you ask, what in the hell are the free agency rules? Well, pretty much, you can only forcibly drop one player. The other player has to willingly agree. So in the case of Study and Parasite, both of which were going to get dropped by NB. Parasite actually brought this up, burning bridges there, but that's a different topic for a different day. One of them would have had to willingly leave. Now, if it's me, this is just me. I don't know if I would be spiteful, because one, that burns way too many bridges, and two, why would you want to team with people that don't want to team with you? They would just make your life a living hell. But anyway, getting back to it. That is the main rule in effect right now. Now, the other things that came of this update from MLG or whatever is the draft order. You got Justice at 1, Elevate at 2, Rise Nation at 3, Optic Nation at 4, Denial at 5, followed by FaZe Red, Team Caliber, FaZe Black, Team NBS, Curse Black, Optic Gaming, and EG. EG doesn't need a draft pick. They already win everything. But anyway, so basically the big storylines to take away from this draft is 1. FaZe Red disbanded. If you didn't know this, you are lost. FaZe Red disbanded. What does this mean? MLG has become such a business that someone can actually buy their spot, and someone did actually buy their spot in the league. Who they are going to pull from? Who knows? Because if you pull just straight from the draft, you're going to get 4 random players. You're not going to be able to set up your little team, and then they're all going to get drafted by you. It is completely luck, random, draw, whatever. You are not going to be able to get a team. I don't know what whoever bought the spot is going to be doing. I think it was Blevdog or something. I don't know what he's going to do. But you can buy spots in a league, apparently. Wonder how much it went for. That's just me wondering, being curious. But anyway, the other big storyline is Denial. They need a 4th. They are looking to pick up Attach. If I was Justice, Elevate, Rise, Nations, or Optic Nation, especially Optic Nation has a set roster. They can draft whoever the hell they want to. I would say, hey, Denial, we actually think you're competition. We're going to take you seriously. You're not getting Attached. Guess why? Because we're getting him. And I would screw them. That's just me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's pretty much the update. In terms of what it does, in general, what it does is it limits the amount of team swapping that can occur, I guess. A lot of people have been complaining, and not to get on a rant, but a lot of the pub match players have been complaining. You got Team Arnellier, people like that aren't in the competitive scene that are complaining about it, and I'm just sitting here like, now you care about competitive. You have no idea what it is to be on a competitive team. Please stick to your pub match guides and tips and tricks. But anyway, people have been complaining that teams are switching it up too much. It seems after every event there's a huge roster fuck Friday or roster fuck Wednesday or roster switch it up Saturday or something like that. Something to that effect after every event. And personally, I can see where it's coming from because some things just don't work. The meta has changed so much in this game, even though there is pretty much a lack of meta now other than run 4 subs. But the meta has changed. The meta changes over time. You find out what works. You find out what doesn't. Sometimes what works online doesn't work on LAN in terms of teams and individuals. And Sometimes you need to make changes. In other cases, like EG, if they lose an event, they go back, they grind their ass off, they win the next 5 events. That's what happens. But some cases you do need roster changes. Now, the other side of this is it's a lot harder to follow a team because it's constantly switching. If you have the Miami Heat, for example, they have LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. If all of a sudden all 3 of those players are gone, who's really going to follow the Miami Heat? Say the Miami Heat were like a minor league team, too. Who's really going to follow them? Let's be honest. Half the Heat fans, including myself, I follow the Heat because of LeBron. And Dwayne Wade's in my top 5 favorite players, so I follow because of them. If they're gone, I'm out. So it's a lot harder to follow a team. Unless you're Optic Gaming, which already has 95% of the fan base, it's going to be really hard to gather a fan base. So I see the pros and the cons, and I think the pros outweigh the cons. And the thing I want to come from this is more fans. I think more fans will come from this, which is a good thing for esports in general, but also not only just Optic fans that fanboy Optic or the ones on Twitter that will cut your throat if you say anything bad about Optic, but I want legit Optic fans would be nice. I want genuine fans of other teams. I don't want Optic. Don't get me wrong, I like Optic. I like Scump. He's my favorite player. That's why I like Optic. I'm not a fanboy. I don't per se care if they lose. I just want to see Scump do well. But in terms of the spread, I don't want to see Optic have 95% of the spread. I feel bad, even though EG is, quote, egotistical in some people's eyes, they should have way more fan base than they already do. They win most of the events. You would think that they would be bandwagon, but no, it's Optic, it's FaZe, it's Envy. Envy probably has like 2% compared to Optic's 95% of the fan base share. Let's be honest, Optic is in control. Now, I'm not taking away from Optic. I'm not saying they didn't earn that because they earned it through YouTube. They earned it through Twitch. They worked hard for their following. But at the same time, I'd like to see a little bit more of a competitive fan base in that if you show up for an Envy Optic match, it's pretty evenly distributed fan base-wise. If you see like EG versus Optic, for example, there's like 3 EG fans in the crowd that are screaming their heads off trying to match the Optic fans. The Optic fans don't even have to try to outclass them. It's that simple. But I do think that this will bring more fans to specific teams. At least I hope so. And overall, I think it's a good change. It wasn't really all that welcome by the community at first, but I think it'll grow on them as the change implements. Just live with it, and I think it'll be a good change overall. That's it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, please like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Please share the video with your friends. It definitely helps. And I will see you guys in my next video or in my next stream, twitch.tv/FPSFest, or on Twitter, twitter.com/LordFestify. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out. Have a good day.